Let's move on to July 14th, 2014, when we got, you guessed it, another character reveal trailer. This one definitely had some weight to it, as this trailer premiered during a dedicated live stream on the official Super Smash Bros. Website, a first for the series. The trailer opens up with Lucina from Fire Emblem Awakening getting revealed, to which we're shown that she's facing off against Captain Falcon?
Well, you could have ended the trailer there and I would have been satisfied.
We see them duke it out for a bit before a mysterious hooded figure appears before the two of them, revealing himself to be Robin from Fire Emblem Awakening.
Wow, I care a lot about this. Guys, I think it's time I come clean. I was lying.
Yeah, I can't say I was super enthralled about this news, especially at the time. Yeah, I knew what Fire Emblem was. It's that series that these two guys are from. Cool, sweet, we can move on. Other than also knowing that Fire Emblem Awakening existed, that was quite literally the extent of my Fire Emblem knowledge. So when it was announced that two new characters from not just the series, but this entry in particular were coming to the game, I'm sorry, but I did not elicit a... But hey, this came at a time when Fire Emblem's representation in the Smash Bros. Series wasn't too prominent, so this news was by no means intrusive to anybody. Surely this won't be something we look back on in hindsight as the precursor to what would become a majorly divisive talking point within the history of the series or anything. In terms of the trailer itself, hot damn this shit is pretty. The art style is heavily influenced by, if not flat out based on, the cutscenes within the Fire Emblem Awakening game itself. Are you impressed that I knew that? Because I am. And I gotta say, it was interesting to see that they were adding a Fire Emblem character that wasn't entirely based on swordplay as a means of combat, with Robin mainly being centered around magic and tomes, a pretty cool concept overall. I think a lot of people were expecting Chrom to be added as a fighter at this point. See, no, but he was revealed to be featured in Robin's Final Smash. Damn, I was really gunning for this guy. The next batch of DLC characters was announced as a part of a Smash Bros. Dedicated video presentation in June of 2015, first revealing Fire Emblem's Roy to be returning from Melee, once again showing up Lucas in almost every single way. There's this cute little joke where Fire Emblem Roy hits Roy the Koopaline from the Mario series, but other than that, it's a pretty standard trailer. In December 2015, in the aptly titled Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS and Wii U final video presentation, Corrin from Fire Emblem Fates was revealed. He sure is a character. Yeah, I didn't have a lot to say about the last Fire Emblem character revealed, but I can at least admit that their reveal was a little more justified. This one just did nothing for me. It's like, really? You're gonna follow up Ryu and Cloud with this guy? And not him? Okay, look, when it comes to discussing trailers like this, you have to understand the divide they create within the Smash Bros. Fan community, essentially creating two distinct parties. You got the Fire Emblem fans, and the people that threw tantrums when they were forced to eat broccoli growing up. Guess what group I'm a part of? It's become a pretty big recurring joke in the Smash Bros. Fandom that there are way too many Fire Emblem characters in the game, and by recurring, I mean beaten into the ground, and by joke, I mean thing that a lot of Smash Bros. Fans say. I think this trailer was basically the catalyst for that whole talking point, which makes it hard to look back at it fondly in hindsight, but let's be fair about this now. At this point in the series, there were 7 Mario characters in the game. 10 depending on who you ask. You're gonna tell me this is egregious and this isn't? During the actual direct, we got 2 new Echo Fighters revealed. Chrom and Dark Samus. What can I say? I know my priorities. 2020 kicked off with a brand new reveal trailer premiering on January 16th. Honestly, the first 15 days of the year were a blur. The first one in a while debuting in a purely Smash Bros. Dedicated presentation, and the last one revealing a character for the original Fighters Pass, so I figured they must have saved it for someone special.
Oh, hey, get back down there.
The trailer begins with a scene from Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's a Fire Emblem character. They're adding another Fire Emblem character. Okay, let's talk about this. Not the trailer, but Byleth's inclusion as a whole. I am really happy for Fire Emblem fans that they're getting so much representation for the series in Smash Bros. Even though I'm not personally a huge fan, considering that Fire Emblem was on the verge of cancellation when Awakening came out, and seeing how much support the series has gotten over the years, it's really quite heartwarming. But come on, they must have known this announcement wasn't going to go over well. The last few Fire Emblem character announcements were not received super highly by the majority of Smash Bros. Fans, and to save this character for DLC in what seemed to be a pretty exclusive slot after we got nothing but third-party characters up until that point, I don't think I'm out of line for saying it was underwhelming. Not even underwhelming, it was underwhelming. That's not even touching upon the fact that Byleth doesn't really stand out amongst the other Fire Emblem characters, at least to my non-Fire Emblem playing brain. They're all sword fighters, which makes sense. The series revolves around sword-based combat, but that doesn't necessarily make it easily acceptable. I'm not even sure I know which one of these is Byleth. If anything, I saw this reveal as a promo for Fire Emblem Three Houses to get some more eyes on the game. Well, I can't deny that it worked. Easily the most polarizing reveal trailer the Smash Bros. Series had ever put out at that point. Maybe even to this day. But hey, later in that presentation, another Fighters Pass was revealed, this time including 6 brand new fighters. You know what they say, there's a silver lining for every apocalyptic outbreak.